Alex Kondrashov, a different professor who was at Cornell and now is at Michigan, wrote a technical paper in a genetics journal which said, why aren't we dead 100 times over? And the question was based upon the fact that the mutation rate is high in man, and we should accumulate mutations in terms of evolutionary time very quickly and go extinct, because natural selection, surprisingly, cannot filter out most bad mutations. It can only filter out the worst bad mutations. And so mutations, there's many levels of evidence and many scientists who recognize that there's a genetic load problem, and that basically as we accumulate more mutations, we should be declining in our fitness and our viability. And so that's what I spent 10 years researching, and led to the book Genetic Entropy. So that's a very real problem, and it's really a very biblical problem because it brings us directly in contact with our mortality. Those of you who are waiting for science and technology to find a cure to death, don't hold your breath, because it's not going to happen. We basically mutate to death, and so it's our decline and eventual death is certain at a personal level. That's also true as a population, because we pass on some of our mutations to our children, and they pass some of those mutations on. They add their own mutations and pass that on to their our grandchildren. So it's a cumulative process. And I always say, don't make plans after 2100. So, and if you take me seriously, don't, because we can't know. Basically, if you do look at the biblical lifespans, it's clear that man has declined sharply since the time of Noah. And but if you actually plot it out, you'll see that it's a very interesting, it's scientific data straight from the Bible. The rate of decline slows down as you approach extinction.